Caribbean reefs face shorter food chains due to habitat loss and overfishing. Caribbean coral reefs are experiencing a significant decline in food chain complexity, with modern ecosystems operating at roughly 60–70% of their prehistoric length. A new study published in Nature on February 11 reveals that these changes, driven by habitat destruction and overfishing, are making reefs more vulnerable to further environmental shifts. This means fewer specialized diets, increased competition for limited resources, and reduced resilience to sudden food shortages. The shrinking ecosystems. What the data shows, researchers examined fossilized and modern fish ear stones, otoliths, to reconstruct past food webs. The amount of heavy nitrogen in these structures indicates an animal's position in the food chain. Apex predators like sharks accumulate higher concentrations of the heavier isotope than their prey. The analysis showed that ancient Caribbean reefs boasted far more specialized diets than today's ecosystems. For example, 7,000 years ago, a goby fish might have fed on a single, unique amphipod species living on a specific coral. Today, that goby's descendants are likely to forage more broadly, competing with others for fewer available food sources. This simplification is not merely a historical curiosity. It has direct implications for reef health and adaptability. Why this matters? The reef as a metaphor. The shift in food chain structure is akin to replacing diverse local restaurants with homogeneous chain eateries. When options narrow, entire ecosystems become vulnerable to disruptions in supply. If key food sources disappear, the entire web suffers. This collapse of biodiversity at the top and bottom of the food chain is a critical issue. Healthy reefs depend on complex relationships. When those relationships are lost, the system becomes less stable. Conservation efforts offer hope. The research highlights that proactive management can make a difference. In Panama, where fishing is strictly regulated, certain coral reefs show more robust food webs than those in the Dominican Republic, where oversight is less stringent. This demonstrates that targeted conservation efforts can improve reef health. Our behaviors and our actions matter, says Jessica Luters-Dumont, a fisheries ecologist at Boston College. We don't need to bury our heads in the sand. The study reinforces the urgent need for sustainable fishing practices and habitat preservation to safeguard Caribbean reefs before further simplification leaves them unable to adapt to the stresses of a changing climate.